Up to her and told her, Auntie, please, I want to be like you. Can you take me to, And she said, okay, it's called audition. I said, fine, I wouldn't mind. She took me to my first audition and I tried it out. It was good. From the very first day I went for auditions, I just started grabbing roles and roles and roles. But to me then, it was more like something that wasn't going to put food on my table. So it was more like a hobby. And as far as I'm concerned, I wasn't doing it because I wanted to hold it down as a career, And so when school came calling, when I finally got admission into Unilag to read law, I left acting for 7 years. I just went face to law and finished school and then professionally came back again in 2005. That was through the eye. While I was in school, I was just seeing my colleagues, the people we all went into it together like a hobby, making serious career moves out of it and making all the money. So I said, okay, so that means this is what can actually put food on my table. So I decided to come back professionally, which I did in 2006 with the movie Black Bra.
Frank, if I as much as knew a tiny bit of who you were then, I swear I wouldn't have married you. You lied to me and played the angel until you married me. Not even for one day did you reveal to me any of your many secrets. So, you laid your bed, Frank, and now you are lying on it. Now, my biggest worry is that I have to stay and deal with this whole mess. That is my worry, not you.
In recent time, I must say, the most challenging movie I've done is Lucky Wives. It was produced from the stables of Big Concept Network Productions and produced, directed, and written by Blessing Egwe. Now, working with her, I must say, outside the fact that she's a director that makes you go all the way, she wants her lines verbatim. And then looking at the script, I just knew that it was just something from my usual, movies I shoot in the East, here in Lagos, and all of that. Lucky Wives was just a phenomenon. My character, Miranda, in Lucky Wives, she's a very rich, domineering, very bitchy, a woman that I can basically say that she is bitter about life. Generally because of what the marriage she entered into tend to give her. And because of that, she's taking it out on everybody, her friends, family, and then most especially her husband. It's not a character that you would like me in it though, but playing that character, I actually entered into that woman's shoe and delivering it verbatim, words and all that is quite challenging. My name is Miranda Ojukwu. Interns to your husband's brother.
Are you for real?
Yes. Look, Cleo, we play hard and fast too. Look, you and I know that you are not happy with Otumba. So why bother if he has 40 wives or not? I actually started with producing my own movie. It's called the Big Sis Production Company because of the passion I have for this job. And then I wanted to do things for myself, really. That was how I floated the company. And then when we sat down and looked at it, we found out that the short film category has not really been, delved into. A lot of producers have not done much on the short film. So we decided, okay, let's give it a try. So my director, who I actually co-produced with, came up with a story, which obviously is an anonymous story from Facebook, and it was a true life story. The story was quite touching and all that, and it bordered on gross emotional abuse in homes. Sometimes when we talk about abuses, it's not only when it gets quite physical or quite violent. Sometimes emotional abuse can actually weigh a woman down, and how much more if she is a woman with some sort of illness. So in this particular film, the character had cancer, which she hid from the husband because of the kind of man she got married to. And then she was going through this emotional disorder and all that, and it affected her so much. And then she ended up losing her life in that home. And when I heard the story, I said, okay, this is a good thing we could work on. And so that was how we started. I must say, as much as it's a short film, because I worked with a director that wanted stuff done very professional, he did not want to cut corners. So we it was quite challenging, in as much as the locations and everything were minimal. But because we have to put a lot of professionalism into hiring of cameras, the kind of equipment we worked with and all that. So it still got its own money and then still came up with its own challenges. But in all of it, I just love the fact that I did it. The movie is titled Epitaph, and I put it up in different awards, and for everywhere it went to, it got something. A nomination at least, and a win too. So we're looking forward to doing a lot with it. And then I am also looking forward to doing a whole lot of short films before I finally do feature film.
Bold Faces, a 30-minute inspirational presentation, features personalities from showbiz.
Bold faces. Bold faces.
Bold faces. Bold faces. Bold faces. And bold faces.
Bold faces. Bold faces.
Sports and the corporate world.
Bold faces. Bold faces.
Bold faces.
Bold faces.
Bold faces.
Bold faces. Bold faces. Bold faces. Bold faces.
Bold faces.
Bold faces.
Bold Faces is geared towards giving inspirational talk and motivation to the downcast in society. Bold Faces is aimed at celebrating societal values, the dignity of labor and success.
Bold Faces, the pinnacle of success.
My source of inspiration is God. That's the truth. Most times when you kneel and pray and take everything to God in prayer, you know, He tends to open your eyes to a lot of things, and then the things, you know, around you, your surroundings. And then because we're in this world of make-believe where we should, you know, put up things happening around us and then take it up as inspirations, you know. I draw my inspirations from stories I hear. I also draw inspirations from stories people have told. And then sometimes even things that have happened to me, because we all go through one thing or the other. We all have one struggle or the other to battle with. And then sometimes it should serve as an inspiration. So basically, everything around me inspires me.
Bold Faces, the pinnacle of success.
Hey, thanks for joining me today on Entertainment Diagnostic. I hope you guys are having fun watching this segment. If you're just joining us, you just tuned on to the diagnostic segment of Bold. What we do, we always dissect. We have in there. We're going to be dissecting personalities from the entertainment industry in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. And as usual, I have a very...
She actually reached straight and tried to be that person, that character, put herself in that situation. Then the real person comes out, so it's natural.
So you classify her as a natural actress?
Yes, she is.
Okay, okay.
When it comes to being emotional, she'll give you that perfectly.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's not stereotyped, she's versatile?
No, very
Not at all.
Okay.
Bold Faces, the pinnacle of success.
Okay, now let's take a look at Adora. She has a label for the plus size people in Nigeria, maybe outside Nigeria as well. What do you have to say?
Yes, Adora has this clothing line for plus sizes, because you know in this our country they so condemn plus sizes a lot. It's not even all over the world.
Yeah.
They feel if you are fat, you're big, there's nothing for you. But hello, Adora took her stand. She came out and she showed the whole world that there's something beautiful in being big.
Yeah.
There's something different, something special when you're big. Then she came up with a clothing line, and trust me, the clothes were beautiful. I saw her wearing most of her clothes, and they were...
She really looked nice on them.
Very nice. And I asked her, sorry, is this made in Nigeria? She said, yes, I designed it. I was like, oh. Okay.
She personally designed it.
She designed it.
That's good.
What you can imagine, a plus size wearing this and looking this good, that means there are hopes for plus sizes. Please, Adora is giving them
out there, and that's nice to know. Is there any pressure for celebrities, especially the actresses? Is there any pressure for them to drop weight, you know, become a size 0 because of their roles in the movies?
Actually, there's no pressure on them. I think they're actually crazy. They just feel for you to get a good role, you must be slim, you must have curves, you must have a flat tummy and all that. It doesn't take that for you to actually qualify to get a role.
It's been very interesting today, with our entertainment doctors. I want to say thank you for your efforts today in diagnosing Adora, Dr. Chioma.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you too for diagnosing this plus-size actress. Yeah? Yes, we've come to the end of this segment of the show, diagnosing Adora Uko, and it's been so exciting. And Adora was well diagnosed today by our entertainment doctors in the lab. Thank you, Adora. I want to say thank you for watching this segment, but Bold Faces is still on, and I'm still here. Stay tuned. Don't go away.
Bold Faces, the pinnacle of success.
And welcome back from the lab. That was a pretty cool diagnostic analysis on Adora Uko. I hope you learned one or two things on our bold and beautiful diva. You're still watching Bold Faces. Adora continues.
For every upcomer or anybody who wants to come into the industry, the truth is you have to remove this notion of desperation out of you. Because when you have passion for what you do, you will go all the way. A friend of mine says, find a job, find something you love to do in your life, and you will never have to work a day in your life. That's the truth, because you enjoy what you do. So I preach the fact that, you maintain the power of the 3 Ps, which is passion, prayer, and persistence. That is what, that's needed for you to get to where you're going to. And then they should know that in as much as you come into the industry, you want to be like the likes of Genevieve, the likes of Momotola, the likes of Lola, the likes of Adora, and the rest of it. We all started from somewhere, that's the truth. There were days when, you have to even trek from one end of the area in Surulere to the next because you have to attend auditions. You probably will come back over and over for read. You would even go on set and wait all the day, and you probably not even get to shoot anything. So the truth is, it's a career. It's not something you just jump into, and it's there. As I'm concerned, you must learn on this job. So you cannot compare someone who has put in 8 to 10 years to 12 years to the person who is just coming in. So the truth is, everybody who wants to come into the industry, fine, it's a talent. You can come in if you know you have it. But you just have to understand first that you have it and know that this is what you want to do. So when you come in, you drive your passion all the way. So with that, you won't be looking at, you really, really want to get there as quick. No, every other person put in a lot. They say you pay your dues and all that. And we all have paid dues. Some are even still paying and all that. So I would just preach the fact that there's a need for you to be focused. There's a need for you to understand that this is what you want to do. There's a need for passion, because that's the most important thing. When you're passionate about this job, you would drive it all the way, and then someday the doors will open and then the money starts rolling in. But first of all, it doesn't have to be the money. It has to be passion for the job. And then understand that it's an art. It's a work of art. And then you as a person must be talented. Get out of my sight, you filthy thing. Get out.
The sooner you and I settle our differences, then the better. Because you and I are one and the same kind, and you can't run away from it.
I have, some sort of thriving fans, and sometimes even when some sort of news get, to the press, and I really don't have to say much, my fans they just say a lot. I just want to thank them so much because, they've had my back. And then the truth is, without them, there is no me. There is no Adora Uko. So they should just understand that they are just, my fan base. And then they've managed, for everybody who has believed in Adora and followed Adora, you've helped put the food on the table for me. So just be there, and I'll always be there for them.
And you call that early stages? Better give your husband a child and fast too, because that's the only.
In 90% of a child's sexual abuse cases, the child knows and trusts the person who sexually abuses us.
Child sexual abuse is a crime nationally and internationally. Join me and the psychologists in fighting against child sexual abuse in Nigeria.
Child sexual abuse is a crime throughout the world. If you already know a child is being sexually abused or has been sexually abused, please report the abuse to Child Protective Service or the police.
The night of my disaster, I was confused and scared because he wanted me not to tell anyone the secret.
Here, we open the drawers of our historic past and expose child sexual abuses.
Show child sexual abuse the red card.
As long as we have life, because every day we live is actually a gift from God. And then the fact that we live, there is life. Obviously, that's where the word hope comes. So no matter what you think you're going through in life, do not give up on it. Do not give up on life. A friend of mine said one time, I tell you, one time I went through a lot and it almost got me depressed somehow. And then a friend says, guide your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life and death. So the truth is, whatever you let go through your heart is what goes in, and then it begins to weigh you down. So if you have that Bible quotation in the back of your head, it is something that really does help me. So at every point, whenever I'm going through that or whatever, I think that I'm going through a lot and then it wants to weigh me down, I just tell those words to myself, sing some nice Christian tunes and just be happy. Because at the end of the day, life is what we have. And then with it, we will keep moving. So do not give up. Do not be weighed down. You know, pray about everything, read up the words of God, listen to good music, just be happy. And then everything will turn around. The thing about the plus size is not necessarily, you know, because you're too big and all that. If you understand your body size, you can actually dress to fit it. So the fact that people started asking me, even in the movies, I know I go through a lot, even with costumiers. They could say, oh, we don't have a size. Okay, I'll say, fine, I do have my size. And then if you don't have the costume for me, I'll wear mine and I'll get to shoot that movie. Because it's a career, something just needs to be done. And then there's always an importance for you not to allow people, you know, take you for granted or use whatever thing, especially your look, as a weakness. You know, if I look at the likes of Cobhams, he's a blind guy who is one of the best music producers. Sometimes I wonder how he gets to do that. So the thing is, whatever you have on you, it's not supposed to be, you know, a negative effect around you. It's just about picking up that bold step and then turning it around and making people understand that this is who I am and this is who I'm going to be. Basically, I started, when I floated Adoro Couture, I made sure I had seminars once in a while where my clients, I get to tell them, you know, how you just understand your body size and understand yourself, and also know that the truth about how we look is not because we're wearing the expensive clothes. You don't have to dress expensive to really look expensive, that's the truth. As long as you know, it's not about what you wear, it's about how you wear what you wear. So invariably, what I'm talking about is confidence. When we have that, we apply that in our career, in our moves, in our everyday life, and just we'll keep striving, you know, and take that bold step. We'll always get there. So that is the challenge. And then that was when I decided, okay, I'm going to make this my brand. At least I'm not queuing up, you know, with the rest of the crowd. When it's Adora's rule, it is Adora's rule. You always remember, okay, that plus size, you call it for. We have the likes of Eniela Badmos. She's pulling it off, and the rest of it in the industry. So it's really not a big deal. After all, what we say about movie is a representation of life. Are you telling me everybody is slim in life? People are big. They have their own challenges, and these are the stories we're supposed to tell to the world. So to me, at that point, it became my bold step.
Well, he said you're bored, but I think I know better. You detest him. You want to be free to love again.
How do you know that?
Have you taken a good look at yourself in the mirror, sweetie? You are way beyond his type. I mean, no woman will come close to him, even with a long pole. Well, except for his money, of course.
Aren't you being too judgmental?
Why don't you come and sit down?
Bold Faces, the pinnacle of success.
What a show. Pretty tasty. I could still feel it right through my stomach. I mean, what else can I say? So very exciting. Thank you, Adora, for entertaining us. Well, I'll keep up this conversation next week with my next guest. Cha-cha.
ITV Channel 22. Independent television, factual news, breaking news, quality programs, entertaining programs, sports, class signals in over 8 neighboring states. Independent television, certainly the best.
How you doing? It's a beautiful day, a wonderful day, and I say welcome to the show, Fashion Trend. It is the most trending program on television because it cuts across everything that seems to be trending right now as far as fashion is concerned. I'm your girl, A Boogie, your fashionista, and I'm saying welcome. Now today on the show, we will be taking a look at wristwatches. Yes, we all know that a wristwatch is a timepiece that enables us to be able to know the time. Yes, definitely. But I want to know how many of y'all really put on your wristwatches? And do we wear it every time? Is it the one we wear on our native attire that we also wear on our casual? Anyways, don't think too much because we have someone in the house who's also going to be talking to us and letting us know a lot about wristwatch. Also, we'll be taking a look at the history of watches too. And on the show, we also have the trendy or trashy segment. So yeah, the show is fun-filled today. All you have to do is sit back, relax, and have fun with me. I'm your girl, A Boogie, your fashionista, saying stick around. I'll be right back. A watch is actually a timepiece which allows us to be updated with the time. The first model of watch used to work with the sun. The time was measured according to the movement of the sun. Later, it was developed in a better way, and this invention remained. As a result, millions of models are present in today's market. For a long time, watches have been an ornament to show us time. It came in daily use in the late 18th century, and today it has become a part of every style. The real truth is that the most precious thing a human being has while living his earth life is time. Often, we do not realize or state it aloud, but somewhere on the level of subconsciousness, we all know it. Time given to us defines how long we will stay with our families, how many good things we will manage to do, and how much interesting things we will see and learn. Perhaps that is the reason for the existence of the immense amount of wristwatches, which seems to be the best proof of the highest value of time for the humans.
It is true that the watch a man wears reflects his status and achievements in life. It is also a fact that for a woman, her wristwatch is rather an additional piece of jewelry. However, besides their feature to reflect the ego and personality of the owner, the main purpose of the wristwatches is to help us correctly organize and successfully control our life rhythm. In the series of wristwatches, there are sub-varieties as men watches, women watches, kids watches, sports watches, formal watches. They have become luxurious gadgets which complete the look of a man. When the cell phone trend increased, everyone thought that it would lower the popularity of watches as a feature of time was there in the cell phone too. But the customers had considered watches as a symbol of status, so the trend of watches was never been challenged by the cell phones. The watch started as a timepiece, but now it has been modified and has included so many features which include compass, calendar, calculator and much more. Beauty, versatility and importance of the wristwatches are the focus for today.
Hello, if you are at home and you don't know what is happening around you, it's fashion trend.
Welcome back from that short break. I'm sure you really were enlightened on the history of wristwatches and the kind of watches that we have. Right now on the show, yes, I will be talking to a handsome gentleman who's going to be putting us through on, so many questions that I have, written down for him to answer. He goes by the name Johnny Sugarman.
Yeah.
Okay, but I love to call him the sugar boy. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, you're welcome to the show Fashion Trend.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right, right about now, I want to ask, okay, what do you think is a wristwatch?
To me, I would say a wristwatch is it's a device, we used to tell the time of the day or to tell the time. It's a device piece we used to tell the time.
Okay, now a wristwatch now, people know, has become a part of us. Now, do you feel, you as a person, do you feel naked without it?
Really, I think I do. I cannot put on it depends on the kind of woman, not every woman. And honestly, a wristwatch to me, like I said before, it does not really qualify those features which you mentioned. It does not really. I don't think a wristwatch will detect that.
Yeah. Now, I know then if you want to classify a female, they will say we have female wristwatches. This one a woman on. No, this one a man on. Why is there a classification? Women's wristwatches, must it be small? Because if you see the one they say this is a woman's wristwatch, it's very small. Why are we very small?
Okay, that one I will say, okay, because we believe women, they are, inferior to men. We see men as being the supremacy side of it. I will believe fat or big things, they are superior to the smaller ones. So, big wristwatch or fat wristwatch, we believe is mainly for men, since men are the superior side. And while the smaller ones, they are mainly for women.
So you are in that school of thought.
Of course, that's what I believe as an African man.
Yeah, you. Okay. Anyway, guys, the program is Fashion Trend. We'll definitely be right back. We'll just take a short musical break. Don't go nowhere.
Nobody want to sit down and look on Garanya. Everybody wanted to be a big Garanya. Nobody want to sit down and look on Garanya. My God, they bless me. No be my fault. Believe in him. In my head. My God, they bless me. No be my fault. Believe in him. In my head. Ogaranya, mama and papa, they like Ogaranya. The ladies, they like Ogaranya. That's why they love me. The places so cold, they follow. They for body like a logo. It's time to dig like a logo. Everywhere I go, I get the money, you know the bait. The ladies, they see me, want relate. Jubilate, now God, yo. Everybody wanted to be a big Ogaranya. Nobody want to sit down there look Ogaranya. Everybody wanted to be a big Ogaranya. Nobody want to sit down there look Ogaranya. My God, they bless me. No be my fault. Believe in me, no. In my head, my God, they bless me. No be my fault. Believe in me, no. In my head, me I want you to know the way you see love is so. You get everything they go. So baby, you take them slow. Shana, now you they notice. I been you think I be novice. You know say I know say you get it. Money day, oh yeah, make it floating. Oh yeah, if you believe you believe. And I will take you where you go be. And I will make you where you be. And I will make you. If you want marry wife, if you want beauty house, if you want buy car, now silly all the way. Everybody now. Everybody wanted to be a big Ogaranya. When you try to wake up, nobody want to sit down there look Ogaranya. Everybody wanted to be a big Ogaranya. Nobody want to sit down there look Ogaranya. My God, they bless me. No be my fault. Believe in me, no. In my head, my God, they bless me. No be my fault. Believe in me, no. In my head, oh blind, Allen Onyema, Oscar Ogonabo, Senko Communications, oh, Amachu, Dagaria, one of us who broke, Sasoni Iba Anusu, Photographer, Owa Ojoto, Sameka for I respect, Uka Uka from Nanoyo, Benny, Oil Minister, Okorie, Ubana, ABC Otiako, One in Alurio, Money, Meka Okonkwo, Watanayo, Eze, Five Star Music, Mr. Lucky, Oyo, Ugochukwu, Sofo, Eze, one of the yellow, Senator Ugochukwu, Ubao, Mike Yinaya, Metru, Charles Sainz, aka Charlie Abruka, I respect Christuba, Wande Andy Uba, Adeleke Baba Olowo, Capita Oye, Ifa Uba, MD, Green Point Hotel, Onyense Music, one.
Keep watching Fashion Trend with a boogie. Don't miss it.
Okay, you're definitely welcome back. It is Fashion Trend on ITV, and I'm your girl, A Boogie, your fashionista. If you're just tuning in, where have you been? I mean, the show started like a couple of minutes ago, but not to worry. You're still in for the very, very important part. Now, we're talking about wristwatches, and we have a young guy in the house, Johnny Sugar. That's what I love to call him. And he's just, letting us know one or two things. So, Johnny, how you doing?
I'm fine.
I hope you're enjoying the show so far.
I do. You're welcome.
What kind of watch do you feel on jean or on a knit?
Like on the jean, which we commonly refer to as the casual wear, I would prefer a leather wristwatch to that. While on the native wear, like maybe the lace on the other, I would prefer the chain type of a wristwatch to that.
Okay. Okay, now, are you aware that there are watches now that one can use in receiving phone calls and also in browsing and checking your messages? It's called a Bluetooth smartwatch. What do you feel? Do you feel it's necessary?
Likewise, I've seen it on the net also. But I believe it's necessary. It's necessary. But like that kind of watch coming to Nigeria here, I don't think a lot of people will be able to like afford that kind of technological wristwatch now. Well, I think it's necessary for us to have it. It can also play the part of your phone.
Okay, so you feel your day your house now, you just get message and you now like, doesn't it sound weird and doesn't it look weird?
It does it because when the phone came before, so it didn't sound like that weird. So we'll still have the same feeling that we had when the phone comes to this wristwatch of 18. So there will be nothing like weird in it.
So you feel wear?
Of course.
Hey,
if I was able to afford it, I will wear it.
No, let's assume the watch is a very cheap watch. You feel wear?
Yeah, of course. I will prefer it to the mobile phone.
I hear you.
I will.
Okay, right about now, Johnny is going to be taking us into the storeroom where they have loads of watches, and he's going to be letting us know their names and the different functions of the watch. So, Johnny, are you ready to take us there?
Of course, I do.
Okay, let's go.
These are the watches we have. Let me show you the different types and the make. This one is a Rolex. It's a designer wristwatch. It's from a Swiss. It's a Swiss-made wristwatch with a leather, and it can be used on mainly for casual wears. So both feminine affair and masculine, they can use it. This one also a leather watch. A Berlin is Italian-made wristwatch, and it's also for casual wear. Also, it's also a designer wristwatch. So here is another Rolex chain designer wristwatch, mainly feminine. So it can be wear on native dress.
This one for native.
Mainly for native, as long as it's a chain type. Wristwatch is mainly for native dress.
Okay, so you can't wear it on a casual?
You can, but it will not really suit on the casual dress. It will suit more on the native dress than the casual.
So who decides what it suits on? That's my question.
Because we see it when you put it on. We see it on the dress. And when you wear the leather type, we see it. We always see that the leather is more preferable to casual than the chain type.
All these ones that have yellow, white leather.
This one with different colors, white or something, we'll say it's mainly for ladies. Okay, let's say young ladies, they prefer different color type, or young girls who like different colors of wristwatch.
Okay, now this one is white. What if I'm wearing something that is all red and blue?
Because to me, or as we believe, we don't think wristwatch, it has to really go with the kind of dress you put on, as long as it's a wristwatch. When you talk of shoe, or you talk of the shirt and your trouser, that's when you select the color. But when it comes to wristwatch, any clothes you put on, it can go. It can go.
Okay, regardless of the color?
Regardless of the color, yeah.
All right. What of this tiny things like sugar or chocolate? I don't know which. This one is for a female.
It's for a female that love colorful dress or colorful wristwatch. Because you will expect a guy or a guy like me to go to a supermarket to buy this kind of a wristwatch and be like wearing it.
So what is made on? Is this sweet to eat? Because it looks very sweet.
No, there are little beads they used to design it. Okay. They are beads, not sweet.
Okay, so it can be worn on any color of clothing. Based on the multicolor that is on it.
Because of this multicolor and the obvious nature of the color, I believe it will go on a more colorful dress, so that it can fit.
I am Joy Segale, a regional ambassador with the fastest growing luxury brand worldwide. Fashion is ever good.
This one is a Kevin Klein. It's an Italian wristwatch. It's mainly for masculine, and it can go to any dress. While the other side of it is chain, but the surface is black. So as the surface is black, it can go to any kind of dress.
But it doesn't have those tiny hands showing us the minutes and the hours. How do they see it in this one? Inside it, it looks blank. Is this another model, another style?
It's a new model of a wristwatch now. But I believe if you should turn the engine, if you should turn the roller.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, it will show.
Okay. The beautiful watches here. All these are Italian made or Swiss, or what do you call them?
Paris, Italian, and Swiss. But most of them are Swiss. Mostly those are Swiss made.
Now, do you think that someone that is actually having a birthday or a wedding ceremony, if you buy a watch as a gift and you decide to give the person, do you think the person would appreciate it more? Even if you bought it maybe 25,000, do you think they would really appreciate a wristwatch as a gift?
Because it varies. Like me, if one should buy me a wristwatch for like my birthday or a gift, I will really so much have value on it. I will really so much appreciate it because I'm not the watch type. Okay. So I believe before you buy someone any gift or like a wristwatch, you should know whether the person is something he likes. I will always prefer you seek the person's interest before you.
Okay, so which one is this one? Wow, is this bead?
Yeah, this one is bead too. It's made of bead and chain together. If you look at it very well, you see the chain and the bead. This one is mainly for feminine.
Okay, because it's very small. Yeah. You don't start now,
a little bit advanced female, and it's mainly for native dress like lace to go on it. Yeah.
Okay, so all these ones are also for females too.
Yeah.
It's nice. Yeah. This is another version. I've not seen something like this before.
Are you seeing it now?
Yeah, very, very beautiful. Thank you.
So this one is also a Rolex, more design type and expensive,
It has...
and it could be wear on native, mainly for native dress, for like occasion.
And definitely this is for a man.
Yeah,
not a woman.
Of course, you don't need to be told.
But nowadays we have ladies wearing bogus watches now. Is this because that's what's trending, or do you think it's right?
I believe they imitate the men. Because ladies of nowadays, they would like to do what they see the men doing.
I hear you.
So they want to like equivalent themselves. So
this is beautiful. But I won't mind wearing something like this. It will be too big.
To me, it will be too big. But if you prefer wearing it,
it's okay.
Like when you're talking of gifts, you can get this one.
Is this for a lady or a man?
This one is for ladies. More unique. It's a unique kind of wristwatch, unlike those other ones. People are already used to those kind of bosses, but with this, it will look more unique.
This is ITV. Certainly the best.
Notice is hereby given to the general public of the enforcement of compliance with the Copyright Act laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004 with the support of law enforcement agents in the state. Business owners and owners of hotels, guest houses, drinking parlors, bars, clubs, restaurants, shopping malls, event centers, transport companies, and other retail outlets using music in their trade or as a supporting facility in such trade or business must update their music copyright license with COSIN immediately to avoid any embarrassment that may be associated with enforcement of compliance with the extant law. You can reach us for payment at Swiss Spirit, Okpanam Road, Asaba, or at Edo Delta State's COSIN office, number 4 Edusoge Street, off Giwamo Street, GRA, Benin City, Edo State, or call 0809 5775 134. Signed, Prince Biodun Egwakide, COSIN Edo Delta State's coordinator.
I shall be present. Will not bow to the white man.
I did was not stealing. I was attempting to return back lost property.
Na kasi la diane o egie tamame tamawe oriara ne besilima wotagboya anado mu ya teno me kina ga gbabo invasion 1897 ona oka widu gbowa no ya dolo no yo vora me sukure oka dobe bo otenya nu gerino unu ilawodorina soso invasion 1897 yo kwego won elungo no ku landslot oduwa imasun enolu regbe no kwa invasion 1897 Emaya ni yesilima titi wotagboya eyaruwe Agamere St. John's Production number 40 Sopamba Road Baderie Boledo Uga Dokpa Ugi Dobe Yagbakwarunda Ona Eno Kina Dioto ya Invasion 1897 Oladiane o Oba Atokba he said.
Good moms know how to prepare their kids for greatness by giving them Milo with breakfast every morning. And now, Milo has Active Go, a special blend of protein, vitamins, and minerals, uniquely mixed with milk and cocoa to bring you the winning energy of Milo. Milo, the energy food drink of future champions.
Nestle, good food, good life.
So you're holding an event?
And you're looking for someone to film it? Do you regularly hold industry-leading religious or political-related events that you would love to get professional coverage for?
Or have you used event production companies in the past that just don't get it?
Because if that's you, don't worry. You are in the right place.
ITV, in conjunction with Airline Solutions, bring your event live on TV. You heard me right. Live on this station. Be it political events like campaigns, religious programs, weddings, etc. We got you covered. On the ground and in the air with our professional drone shots, you are sure of complete area coverage. Make that event of yours talk of the town with Airline Solutions. Our team of professionals with state-of-the-art equipment will make your event ready for viewing immediately after the event on any format of your choice.
What are you waiting for?
Contact us today.
For bookings and inquiries, contact the Commercial Department, ITV Glass House, Airport Road, Benin City. Call 0704 216 3173 or 0805 643 0509. ITV Lab, you covered.
We don't enter. Simply go drag and enter where we supposed to enter. When we enter, we could hear Japan. My brother, all of us waiting inside, don't come finish.
You are watching Minds on TV Upgraded.
Hey yo, make I tell you about this. It is a lot easy starter. You fit call 5 people. Any 5 people when you like for free. For free. Hey! For free.
Easy Starter is now bigger. That's because with you and me, you can now enjoy free credits to call any 5 numbers of your choice. All you need is to recharge with just 200 Naira. And you can call any 5 numbers for free. And with just 150 Naira, you can also chat as you like on these apps for a whole week.
Etisalat, now you're talking.
It's your boy Nice. Keep watching Minds on TV, upgraded version. You step higher. Shamo, if you're watching 2D before, this is 3D.
You're watching Minds on TV.
Upgraded.
You don't know, say this is another one on the street. It's with the root boy on the street. Symbol is the name, the original Niger boy. Yoruba boy even says how's the skin color. I decided to come at you guys in Rasta, you know, come in spitting patois like that, part like that, because I want to do it in a new dimension today. You already know that it's Minds on TV upgraded, and it's Kilo Shelley on the street. People already posting, call me street MVP, call me street baby, call me street 911, street info. But what I do anytime you see me with this bag of mine that has task in it is that I go around from street to street, from places to places, from Lagos to Abuja to Lokoja, anywhere that you can think about. That I have this bag, and this particular bag has task in it. So if you know someone that is brave enough, just tell the person to bring it on, come onto the street, and let's see who can play the game. What we're going to do today is the first shop is going to be my point of call today, and we'll bring you the fun that comes with Kilo Shelley on the street. I still remain the original Niger boy, Yoruba boy, Igbo sense, I was asking color. But about too much, it's shaking it to jazzy. All right, come along with me. I promise that I'm going to stop at the first point of call, so I think this place is going to be the first place that I'll just stop. So, Eshekini, come along and let's... Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon. My name is Simba, and this is Kilo Shelley on the street. It's a game show in Minds on TV upgraded, where I get to go about with this particular bag of mine. Now, inside this bag, there are tasks inside, and this task comes with a cash prize. So all I do is go around, look for anybody that is brave enough that wants to dare to dip his hand inside this bag. So can I have a volunteer, please, so that we can play the game for today's episode? Anybody try? All right. Because you want to try, please let me clap for him. A round of applause. Right there. All right. So what's your name? All right, his name is Dayo from Abuja, Ibadan, Lagos, all around the globe. Dayo's right here, and he wants to play. So, Mr. Dayo, dip your hand inside the bag, and let's see what you can come up with. Yes. All right, Mr. Dayo. He has his task here, and it's brave enough. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Dayo. All right, so, Mr. Dayo, your task says that can you finish a bowl of ice cream in 60 seconds? To finish a bowl of ice cream. Kilo Shelley on the street, live and direct. A bowl of ice cream. Yes. Sure. You know, the first thing I was expecting you to do is the moment you mark your lips. All right. He said that he can finish a bowl of ice cream under 60 seconds. Let's wait. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Toby, and he says that he can finish a bowl of ice in 60 seconds. I mean under 60 seconds. So, Mr. Dayo, you have 2 spoons here. You can play around with them. Have the spoons for yourself. Alright, so, Mr. Dayo, your time starts at 0. On 3, 2, 1, 0. Your time starts now. So, let's see whether he's going to finish this bowl of ice cream under 6 seconds. Yes. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Yes. That is what comes with daring to dip your hand inside my task bag. Yes, you think you can do it? You have the guts. Come on. Let's see. Yeah, Mr. Dayo on the hot seat. Yes, give me a spoon. Dip it like your rice. Yes, dip it like your rice. Dip it inside. You have less than 45 seconds. Yes. Oh boy, everything is cold. Yes. 14. Now, he's got less than 10 seconds to finish this, and if he's unable to, I'll just collect my bowl of ice cream and just walk away. That means on today's show we don't have a winner. I'll just look for people that, you know, that really can meet up with the task. 1, 0. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, Mr. Dyer. It was looking easy when you said you were going to finish a bowl of ice cream in 60 seconds, but unfortunately, you still got quite a number of minutes. So I'm sorry for today's winner. So Mr. Dyer, say what's up to everybody watching you that this is Kilo Shell on the street and it is real.
What's up, this is Kilo Shell on the street and it's real.
Alright, if you finish, well, not that easy.
About this, it is a lot easy.